Hello, this is Neil from iPaintGirls.com, and in this tutorial I'm going to show how to make characters interacting. And I'm going to do some wrestling moves. People haven't really told me, people are telling me, hey, I want more, they're like PME and stuff. I want more of these interacting type characters like for comic books and stuff like that. But I really don't know exactly what people are looking for, but I thought what would be cool is to do some wrestling moves. So first thing I'm going to do on one layer is I'm going to draw my, my first main character and kind of, how he's going to be. So I just want to kind of, for guys I do opposite. For girls I do more like this. For guys it's big, small, just makes it easier, and then you kind of, decide where you want the. It's kind of like this, and his hips are going to be more slanted like that. So more weight will be on this leg over here. And so I do is I first establish, kind of want him holding the other guy on his shoulders, right? Typical wrestling move. I'm going to cut off like around here somewhere. That will be like the panel or whatever. And then let's see here, draw where I know his shoulders are going to be. He has his big wings and all that. His chest muscles. His mouth is like open, so that's why I just did that, thing. Doesn't quite look how a mouth will look when it's open, but whatever. Might want to make his head a little bigger, I don't know. So I'm thinking this arm might kind of come down over here a little bit, and then this arm is going to be overlapping like this. And I might have to change this a little bit depending on how I end up drawing the guy on him, but that's fine. That's why I just work really fast, and I'm not really worried so much about details or anything right now, which is not something I want to pay attention to. Next thing I want to do is draw the other character, how he's going to be overlapping, and I know, I want his neck here, right? So I can just draw where I want his neck and head to be, so I know his head's going to be about here. Come like that. And I want his whole entire. First I can kind of draw his back and hips area, so I know it's going to be kind of like so. This leg will probably be coming here. He's going to be holding on to that leg. That leg will be resting on his body. Another thing you want to keep in mind too as you're drawing, characters interacting is gravity and this sort of thing. So, how is gravity affecting the character? In this case, this leg is pushing down on his shoulder. How does that affect, the overall look of what you're drawing? So this shoulder is going to be kind of like so. Show some of his tricep muscles there. Come down to his elbow, and I'm going to have that arm just kind of coming down over here somewhere like so. So I'm drawing through the characters. Also, even when I draw his leg back here, I draw through himself, so I know about how far his thigh comes down to his knee. That way I can kind of determine, where his leg will be and everything over here. And maybe his foot can come down over there somewhere. That's obviously going behind him. His other arm, I have to think about that. So his other arm, his shoulder, be coming over here. Maybe his bicep. Maybe I might be able to see some of his arm coming like that. He's trying to hold himself up, maybe like so. So you can see some of his arm back there. I can also draw it all the way through how it would be, and then his hand, part of his thumb, whatever. This hand will be more like this. You'll see some of his fingers. Right, so that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. And then you go with like another color, let's say. I put them on two different layers so that if I make one too big or too small, I can easily fix it and erase what I need to erase without messing up what I already did before. At this point, I just want to establish what is on top of what. And so I'm not worried about, details or proportions or anything yet at this stage. I just want to capture, I want to show you, what's on top of what. Now also, knowing what's on top of what also helped me when I go in to do more fixing with, make sure proportion. Hopefully, at that stage of the red and blue, you kind of want to establish proportions and stuff. That's why you're working sloppily. It's for the proportions and stuff can be correct. That's all you're really concerned about is proportions and stuff at that stage. You're not worried about anatomy and stuff so much. But if you can do all that in one go, that's cool. But the main thing is speed. At this stage, you're just trying to work out and hey, is this even going to work out at all? Maybe it won't. Is the point of view going to work out? Do I need to change the point of view? So I'm just grouping all his fingers together, and his thumb might be over there. I'll see some of his arm here. I'll see some of that arm. Oop, no. Coming behind over here, I'll see some of that arm. There we go. Got confused there for a second. And then like so I might see some thumb sticking out here and some finger, so then I'd see his leg. Okay. Now once you have something like that, then all proportions and stuff look pretty good. Now I can go in using this as a starting point. Now I can go in and start doing all the details and stuff. So at this stage here now it'd be all about adding in the proper face and everything. So you would draw your eyes, and oops, I'd have to do another layer on top of that. This is where you'd do your eyes and everything, and how is he going to be. And I'm not going to spend any time doing this because I just want to give a general idea. I'm just going to do a simple nose like that, and then let's say his mouth. He's kind of see some of his bottom teeth there, his bottom lip, some of his top teeth. All that's kind of dark. See some of his tongue. I don't know what kind of hairdo he has. Trying to give him more of like one of those big chins. Anyway, so at this, like I said, so at this stage is where you go in and you would do your actual drawing of thinking of anatomy and all this sort of thing. And I'm just, like I said, I'm not really trying to draw right now. I'm just giving a general idea. And so you kind of come in like that. So he looks pretty lame, but it gives an idea of what I'm talking about. And then you would do your inks, whatever, on top of that, or you would ink at this stage if you want. If you feel comfortable enough inking right from here, you can do that as well. Just make sure you put all the details and everything that you need in there. Okay, so that's that. Maybe we can do another characters interacting just to get the more you see, maybe the easier it is to. Actually, maybe I should go ahead and keep those layers. I'll just turn them off. Make a new layer here, and yeah, I think I've got enough time. We can do another one. Let's go ahead and do red here. Get that bigger one back again. Right. So sometimes it's easier for me, I think, to imagine the acting character. That's the character that's doing something to the character. And in the first case, it was the character that's holding the character up. In this case, it'll be the character that's tackling the other character. So kind of draw his head in here. I'm going to kind of draw his motion, his kind of rib cage. It's going to be more of a side view, and his kind of hips here, and then let's see here, maybe his back leg or his forward leg, knee, kind of something like so. And then at this stage I'm thinking more gestures than anything else. So he's like boom, right, and then his shoulder, and he's going to really be coming out here with this arm, and his arm is going to come around like so in his hand, because he's going to be holding the character like that, and then his other shoulder is back there somewhere, and it's coming around, probably somewhere around over there, or maybe even up here, and he's holding. I don't think we'll be able to see it, so I'm just gonna not draw it for now. So I just have his shoulder, his triceps, bicep over there, elbow. Okay. Have his chest muscle coming in here, his other chest muscle. We'll see a little bit abs in here somewhere. He'd have his part of his wing muscle there. His back, you might be able to see a little bit of the other part of his back coming down. A little bit of his butt muscle. And something like so. So like I said, I'm not trying to draw anything nice here. Just trying to draw, and I think actually his head should be more like that. That's more forward dynamic push. Okay, he's ready to kick somebody's ass like that. You know, one dude that does that shoulder slam. I don't know, maybe like Steve Austin or something. Now I want to imagine where this guy's butt is going to be, so I want to draw on that right there. Kind of do the kind of gesture thing. I really want him to kind of be like he's really being, thrown, and I want to kind of add more of a top side view here. Not a tight, more of a front view. I meant like a 360. Damn, it's twisting. His body's twisting from. This is more from the side. That's gonna be more from the front. But you'll see more of this chest, not like a 3/4 view. Hopefully that just made some damn sense. So he's got this big old arm here. Wrestler dude, and he'll probably be pinching his arm behind him, so draw his elbow like that. So his arms actually be going behind that guy. Might be able to see some of that shoulder over there. Maybe his forearms coming like here. He's trying to. Maybe he's actually. No, maybe not. Let me think about this. Maybe his arm's coming down behind him and then coming up like this. And so, how do you think about that? Notice I'm drawing through when I do this, so I might just come straight up like that, where you don't down, and then kind of straight up where you only see part of his hand here, like that. All that won't be able to be seen. You'll be able to see part of his hand, the shoulder, part of his neck. His neck will be turning maybe where you can see like a side view of his head. 3/4 view or side view, either one. And notice again at this stage it's really important that you're not trying to draw anything cool yet. That looks all neato, and maybe I can have that leg over like that, coming down over here somewhere, and this foot will kind of be up there. I gave him way too long of a torso. Just notice that. So it's easy to fix in Photoshop. Just grab it and pull it up here. Might even grab all that and pull it down some too. So I would have did my circles right. That wouldn't have been a problem, but oh well. And then you want to draw through the actual character himself as well. His other leg is coming back over there somewhere, maybe kind of high, and then out over here like that. So that's all going to be behind it. Okay, so I'm like pretty much out of time now, so I'm not going to even be able to do the thing, but you would do the same thing as before. You would show what's overlapping. Maybe part of his hands coming over here, and I just want to show the part that's overlapping here, so I want to do that really fast for you before I run out of time. And then that leg is coming behind, this leg is coming in front, that leg's coming behind. So you would just draw what's behind and what's in front. That's all going to be in shadow. Have his arm coming down. Anyway, you get the idea, and then you can see I'm out of time. So anyway, thank you for watching, but I wanted to show the main parts that would be overlapping and not touching and stuff, and you would do that for the whole thing and then get a final drawing out of it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this and it helped you, give a thumbs up and let me know in the comments what you want to see with interaction exactly.